So it may be an odd thing to say this evening, gathered here to celebrate the birth of Jesus, but I would posit to you tonight that the truth is we make the Christmas story too small. Again, that might seem odd to your ears, considering how we have started Christmas even before Thanksgiving was over, right? We've been decorating and putting up our Christmas trees and shopping for presents and listening to Christmas carols and wrapping and making our fudge and cookies and Chex Mix for a while now. Building to tonight when we will light candles and we will sing. And yet I still think we turn this story of Christmas into something sentimental and maudlin in many ways. For weeks, we have been lighting the candles on the table pointing to this night. We have had our Christmas play. We've told the story in song and caroling. We read tonight the story of Joseph and Mary come to Bethlehem, Jesus' birth in a manger, angels singing to shepherds, stories we have heard and read our whole lives, and stories we know by heart, meaningful stories. Yet, I think we make God too small. The early followers of Jesus, first decades after his death, began to grapple with what it meant that Jesus was born. And they grappled with that as not as some sentimental story. They grappled with what it felt like to really celebrate the birth of Jesus, not as something nostalgic to look back on, but something bigger than that. And so what they did, as we have captured in the first chapter of John, is they sang a hymn. They sang a song. And it wasn't a song like many of our Christmas carols, but that's what it was, a carol about the birth of Jesus. And it was a song that was cosmic. And what they felt was awe. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Word was in the beginning with God, and all things came into being through the Word. Now, it's alien to our ears to hear this line, but it's really a profound song about Christmas. Now, the Greek word here for word is logos. That for them meant a kind of principle of reason. In the beginning was reason. In the beginning is also a word that kind of has a sense of creative order. In the beginning was creative order. And they believed and they understood, and this is the awe and the cosmic way in which they understood Christmas Eve, that the birth of a baby in a manger, that what happened is that the universe is made manifest. Order and creativity in a human life. Christ for them wasn't simply a baby in a manger. Christ was cosmic. And what this night invokes from them and should invoke for all of us is awe. So let me illustrate. What we need to do is look at the skies, much like the shepherds did, and catch a glimpse of that cosmic order and creativity. So let's turn off the lights and show some images. Now, you here in the front row, in the dark, you can sneak over so you can see it. I have a hard time with a Christmas tree. This image It's taken by the James Webb Telescope of a small slice of the sky, the past year. And we catch some glimpse of the stars that fill our universe. In fact, astronomers calculate that there are 200 billion trillion stars in our observable universe. There are more stars than there are sands of grain on this planet. And scientists estimate that the universe is over 13.7 billion years old. Everything we know, everything we see, scientists point out, that we can observe makes up only 5% of the universe. In many ways, we are just now grasping the mystery and vastness of it all. I'd even argue the scientists are our new mystics. Now, this image that's next, this is an image taken by the James Webb Telescope, and those aren't stars, those are galaxies. And this image, taken in 1995 by the Hubble Telescope, is titled The Pillars of Creation, where we can glimpse vast clouds of gas and dust forming new stars with ejections of light and energy. And the next image is an image that proves that creation is not finished. As more stars are created and die and recreated in the after effects of a supernova. And this image is not Christmas tree lights, but the truest sense of awe at our universe. And finally, this image. You capture two galaxies coming together. Looks like an angel to me. The Hebrew people would often say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And while the word fear is really not a good translation, the Hebrew word for fear is a kind of holy awe and wonder. And so it is only when we embrace the holy awe and wonder do we begin to understand the miracle and mystery which is Christmas Eve. And while the early followers of Jesus did not understand the cosmos in the same way, they still experienced and expressed in this song, in the beginning was the Logos, and the Logos was with God, and understood that God has been part of our universe. God has been mingled in all creation, and we celebrate the truth that God has made real to us in a human baby. And I would posit to you, awe is very important. Awe creates a sense of deep mystery and spirituality, a deep way of encountering and celebrating the gift that is creation and life. The scientist Dr. Keltner defines awe as the feeling of being in the presence of something vast and mysterious that transcends your current understanding of the world. Keltner argues that really awe is the beginning of joy, of peace, of religion, of spirituality, that sense of awe that we encounter when we stand before the heavens, and that sense of awe we feel when we stand before the ocean, that sense of awe we feel when we capture a sense of moral beauty, that sense of awe we feel when we see people with courage and kindness and strength and overcoming, that sense of awe we feel when we listen to music, that sense of awe we feel watching birth, and that sense of awe we feel when death claims a loved one. Without awe, we cannot know Jesus. We cannot know without awe true joy, true peace, true love. We are supposed to have a sense of wonder so indestructible it lasts throughout our life. A sense of awe as an unfailing antidote against the boredom and disenchantment of this world. A sense of awe that challenges that sterile preoccupation with things that are artificial, the alienation from the sources of our strength. Without awe, we cannot truly understand the cosmic Christ. To God be the glory this day and forevermore. Amen.